Hey everybody, Bill Treadway coming at you again with ABCs to Wealth. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Just want to take a few minutes and go over the principle of compounding with you. Albert Einstein is quoted as saying that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. And I'll tell you what, the wealthy elite certainly understand the whole principle behind compounding interest. It's interesting though that the wealthy elite understand it, and it seems like we, the average Joe, just don't understand the whole compounding interest thing. We understand it when it comes to the credit cards getting the interest on the money that we borrow from them as we put debt on our credit card and what we're paying to them. But how about from here on out, we go the opposite way and we start to use that principle of compounding interest to benefit us, to actually make our money work for us. And that's what I want to go over with you here for the next few minutes, is compounding interest and how it can work for us. Because I'm going to show you the principle of compounding interest that the wealthy elite understand, and hopefully by the end of this you're going to understand it. So you've probably heard the question asked before, at least if not to yourself, to someone else. If you could choose between having a penny doubled for a day for 30 days or $1 million at the end of the 30 days, which would you take? Of course, that's a trick question, because anybody who understands the principle of compounding understands that they'll take that penny doubled for 30 days over the $1 million at the end of a 30-day period. Because as you look at the chart here, if you see that penny doubled for 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days, for 5 days, so on and so forth, all the way to the 30th day, at the end of 30 days, starting with the penny, you have over $5.3 million. That is an amazing amount of money just for doubling 1 cent. Now imagine if you took, say, $100 and doubled it for 30 days. You would have 100 times that. That is a substantial amount of money. And that's the principle of compounding interest. Now I want to take you through a couple examples and show you a calculator that will show you, if you put real money into this, what's going to happen. All right. Here we have a screen showing you the compounding calculator here on the right side from Unifii. Unifii is one of the companies that I work with and that I use their tools personally myself to increase my wealth, which I'm doing every day, and to teach other people to increase their wealth as well. On the left side here, you'll see a suite of tools that Unifii uses and that Unifii actually supplies for their clients and their customers, I being one of them, and the people under me and my company also working with Unifii with these tools as well. And they're going with the FX market, the foreign exchange market here. And the average has averaged out to 28% a month average return with the FX market. But what we do for the sake of illustration here, because the past performance of these signals and the returns on them is no indication of what's going to happen in the future. There is nobody who can guarantee you that you're going to get the same rate of return tomorrow that you got today. So we cut that in half and we go with that 14% as a conservative calculation. So let's say if you joined Unifii and you took $1,000 and you put it into an account and you started using the signals that came out for Unifii with the FX product, the foreign exchange product, and conservatively you got 14% per month. So you start out with $1,000 and you're going to keep it in there for 48 months, and you're going to continue to take the interest and everything else that you get per month and reinvest it back in, so that that compounding can continue to work for you. Just like the wealthy elite have their money work for them, you're going to have your money work for you. So you put $1,000 in for 48 months. That's your goal. 14% monthly average return. At the end of 48 months, you're going to have $538,806. That is absolutely mind-blowing. That is life-changing for most people, to have $538,000 in their bank account. That would change your life. That would absolutely change the life of almost everybody I know. Now, let's take that one step further. And let's say we start with that same $1,000 and the same 48 months and the same 14% monthly return. But let's say we just added $50 a month to that $1,000 originally, and each month at the end of the month we added another $50. So once we hit that last day, we added $50. So that next day, starting the first day of the month, we got that extra $50 to start compounding for us. And you take that same $1,000, you start with 48 months, 14% monthly return, $50 added, and at the end of that same 48-month period, you have over $730,000. Now, if the $538,000 wasn't life-changing, then the $730,000 certainly is going to be life-changing. If you don't think so, try it and see how it changes your life. Now we're going to take a look at the same $1,000, the same 48 months, the same 14% monthly average, and you're going to add $200 to it for those same 48 months. Well, at the end of that time period of 48 months, you're going to have over $1.3 million in the bank. Now that is mind-blowing. Now consider too that this is only one tool that is in the arsenal here that Unifii has. There are the suite of tools is absolutely amazing. The signals are phenomenal. I'll tell you, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And what I'm seeing happen with my personal finances and what I'm seeing happen in our team with people's personal finances, when we're seeing the testimonies come up on the Profit on Board website that we've got, it's amazing when you see what's happening with people's finances, what's happening with the percentage of rate of return that they're getting, and how it's changing their life, and how the things that they thought impossible, they're now starting to get visions of seeing their lifelong dreams fulfilled and being able to see down the road with clarity and saying, oh yeah, now I have a vision to do this, and all the things that I've always kept bottled up and pent up in my mind and kind of squelched and pushed down in the back of my mind and in my heart are now starting to come back to life. I can start to feel a desire for life again. I can start to feel a desire to live and a zest for life, and I can start to see my vision coming back for who I am and who I could be and what I want to do in this life, and the gifts and talents and abilities that are in me that I can see starting to come to life again. I see this happen to people all the time. And it's amazing. But the whole idea about compounding, it will change your life if you just use this one principle here and take these signals and use this principle here. It's mind-blowing what happens. So if you're interested and you want to know more and you want to go further and you want more information and you want to talk with me some more, click on the link below, click on my email below. Send me questions if you want to, if you have to. If you want to, click on the link below to get more information about Unifii and the suite of products and the Profit platform as well, which is another complete separate entity from Unifii, but another avenue for you to create wealth. Click on the links below and we'll get in touch with you. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.